was in the military, and I did exactly what these soldiers did. I starved myself if I didn't have the particular food options that I wanted. And again, this is more so to focus on the intentional self-harm of veganism and the mindset that it puts you in, where there are options that you can consume foods, but you won't because you believe that your vegan ethics are more important than yourself. Alright, so the purpose of this video is to show the idea that veganism will push you to starve yourself. It's not intended to portray that the Army doesn't make accommodations to people with a variety of diets, because the Army does do its best to accommodate soldiers. However, there is limitations to what the Army can do, and I am looking more into the mindset that people adopt while they're vegan.
Being vegan in the military? Well, you see where I'm going with this.
Through like your initial experience with basic training.
Oh man. Yeah, when I got there, I figured that I wasn't going to eat, and I was right in a sense. Even if I did try to get to hot chow, there would be nothing for me to eat. There's eggs, bacon, yeah, all of that stuff. And yeah, MREs, they only have a vegetarian option, not a vegan option, and the only thing in there that you can eat are crackers. And when I did get to the chow hall, they had a salad bar, with raisins and apples. But we got to be realistic here. I'm not going to live off raisins and apples healthily. I went 2 weeks without eating, but I'm not going to blame the cadre. So yeah, that's how that was. I kind of like starved myself, and sometimes my buddies would give me an orange or something. But yeah, at the FTX, at the last part of the cycle, I starved for an entire week. So yeah, but I was able to accomplish everything. I mean, I guess with will, drive. So that's pretty much it. Who was the battalion commander at that time? He actually introduced me to vegan ramen, and I guess he ate it there. I was there at that field problem, and he gave them to me and saw that I wasn't eating, so he gave those to me, and I was like, wow. The greatest challenge I have to say was basic training, because I did starve myself. The greatest accomplishment I have to say is just making small amount of people in the military understand what veganism is, because a lot of people haven't even heard of the word vegan until they met me.
Protein bars. Okay, let's talk about these protein bars. Because if you went through basic training, you know that people rave about the protein bars. So it was kind of like a little pick-me-up kind of thing to get you through the rest of the day after you ate dinner chow. I never ate the protein bars because they had dairy in them. So if you are vegan, I'm sorry, you probably won't be eating the protein bars unless they changed the kind they got from the time I went to basic to now, because they have milk in them, which really sucks because we'd still be doing a lot of physical activity after we ate dinner, and I would get super hungry before I went to sleep, and everybody would be eating their protein bars, but I couldn't eat the protein bars. So I was just like sitting there pretty hungry, like waiting to go to sleep so I wouldn't think about being hungry anymore.
Coming to you pre-recorded from an undisclosed location in the Middle East.
That's
You're thinking deeply.
Yeah, it's
someone's body.
exactly, so I don't think I'll go back, just because, like I said, it's an ethical reason now. It's no longer just for my health too. It's yeah.
I always say that. I always say, like, if you don't have an ethical stance on it and you're doing it strictly for nutrition,
Yeah.
it's not going to stick. It's probably not going to last.
Yeah.
So it's worth it to look into it, especially when somebody's life is at stake.
The reality is that there's no nutrient in ethics and morals. Your body doesn't care how ethical or moral you're being. Your body purely wants the nutrients. And since it's an unsustainable diet, at some point, you're going to reprioritize your self-preservation. And what type of mindset are you willing to take on as a vegan? And what type of pain are you willing to undergo for the sake of what you believe is ethics and morals?
If you just want to stay tuned to see what a vegan eats on his birthday. Also, I'm in the military, so a soldier, what he eats on his birthday. You can see that and see a sort of day in my life type video. So And then I have some flax bread, sprouted flax bread with some hemp and some chia peanut butter on top with some maple syrup. With some chia peanut butter and some more hemp seeds on top and some maple syrup. So yeah, this is where I get my protein from. The almonds, the hemp, the flax bread, dates, apples, like just natural living foods and antioxidant in my tea.
And being in the military at the time, I was vegan, and it was so important to me to stay vegan that I would do things like breakfast. I would literally give people my chicken and my bacon because I wanted to eat the apple and rice because it was important to me that I stayed vegan and remained being ethical. I would truly starve myself. I wouldn't eat anything that had animal products in it. When they had MREs, and keep this in mind that it's not like you're eating buffets of meals. When you get an MRE, you unzip the package and you have a couple items in there. I would purposefully grab something that I knew, like beef brisket, hoping that I could give somebody the main course of the beef brisket for crackers.